sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. And for Minnesota, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy showing us what you get when you put size and creativity together.
Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. The shot off that time. And Minnesota the other way with it now. And Towns' three-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. Over Edwards. McDaniels with the rebound.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Gobert passes to Edwards. McDaniels with it. Oh, they get a hand on it. It's stolen by Leonard. George drives in. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Morris. George outside. And here's Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And George gets it to go on the assist by Jackson.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Back to Russell. Stolen by Jackson. And it's the Clippers on the break. And the jam by George.
The trust George has built with his team, they know he'll finish strong if they feed him.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Leonard can't connect from short range.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And here's Edwards outside. Count it from distance.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
George outside. Morris outside. Kicks it to George. Fires from the wing. Tries again. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
That shot wide open.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. The 3, George. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
So what do you think the keys are that can help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles. Building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
1:14 left to play in the first quarter. George draws the double. Leonard on the wing. Poke loose. Out on his own on the break. He's all alone. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front, trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession. Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
Towns against Morris. George with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Leonard passes to Morris. from deep. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota in the lead. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside McDaniels from the arc. Gobert inside, guarded by Morris. Another shot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Morris.
He's an elite defensive talent in the game. The arms of Rudy Gobert just go on forever.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Jackson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Defense is setting. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, in any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point guard position. 6 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Morris on the wing. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep. Leonard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Outside Russell, left side McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
The kick out to Morris. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morris. Leonard against Edwards. Shoots. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
The offensive versatility of Kawhi, able to rise up and hit the jumper there with confidence. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Outside Russell. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. George passes to Morris. Kicks it to George. Back to Morris. George, right side. Misses the 3. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Woo, the whole arena felt packed. Towns could just be merciless on offense.
Here's George, and the jam by George.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. McDaniels inside, pass to Gobert. Back to Daniels. 4-3, sinks it from distance. McDaniels got 10.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Zubac finds George. Nice move. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Edwards. To the paint. George with a steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. Now here's Morris. Inside. Here's Zubats, and that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. George against Edwards. Pass to Russell. Launches it. Drops in the 3. Russell's got his first 3 points of the game.
No hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take these shots.
Leonard against McDaniels. Leonard can't get it to go.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Fires for 3. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now to the middle. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Goes back up. They grab their own miss. Gobert finds Edwards. McDaniels from long range. Here's Towns. Here's Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
And that could... ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Powell passes to Batum. Back to Powell. And the shot goes in.
We see this every night from Norman Powell, putting on his hard hat and going to work.
Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Outside, Anderson. Out to the right wing. Brents can't hit. The Clippers shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Powell finds Covington. Batum with it. Reed defending. Here's Mann. And that one is stuffed right through.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Right side, Anderson. Pass to Reed. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. That shot, no good. Batum with the defensive effort. The Clippers trail. And he jams it home with authority.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Here's Brents. Pass to Noel. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Drains the triple.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. From outside, off the mark.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's Mann. Reed defending. And And he slams it in one-handed.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Pass to Noel. Over to the left wing. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the 3. Covington grabs the board. Wall finds Covington. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Nails it from 3. Covington's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Prince. And here's Anderson. Now here's Reed. It's stolen away. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Powell with it. Here's Mann, and that one is hammered home.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
Here's Reed, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented points.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw is good. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-4 run. On the wing man. The kick out to Wall. Outside Covington. 5 to shoot. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Powell against Edwards. Outside Russell. Back to Edwards. 24 seconds left in the third. Oh, great D that time from Powell. Outside Wall. Powell outside. Here's Mann. Oh, and that shot misses everything. Air ball on the 3. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 8.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
The third quarter comes to a close. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 6. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Mann in at the 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Towns goes in. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Here's George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
They are making it rain from the three-point land right now. And the coaching staff continues to encourage them to let it fly.
Yeah, another thing you notice are all the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
Here's Edwards. Second chance effort. Back to Towns. Russell from outside. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. It's George on the drive. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Pass to Zubac. Out of bounds. The Timberwolves will take it. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Russell to pass to Towns. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Edwards for 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Jackson pass to Leonard. George against Edwards. Some room here for George. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
They get the rebound. Gobert. Towns finds Edwards. The 3 from Russell. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Zubac. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards, and that one misses. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Edwards against George. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. The 3 from Russell. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
A volume 3-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
George's shot is off.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Edwards against George. And George with the jam.
I mean, he is explosive with his leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
Outside Russell. Towns up top from downtown. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
It's scooped up. Second chance shot. Zubac's shot is off. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 15-5 run.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Timberwolves.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Anthony Edwards.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Pass to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The shot won't fall, so the Clippers will take it the other way. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Pass to Towns. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Morris for 3. Misses. And And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where...
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at point guard. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
Timberwolves on offense. Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Towns finds Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Richard, we're expecting to get some real big highlights in this game because both these teams are exceptionally athletic.
Oh, yeah, they've got the speed, they've got the strength, they've got the bounce. These teams have it all. They're about to put on a show, and guess what, Kev? We get front row seats.
It's like we're watching a bunch of Richard Jeffersons out there. Fast, athletic, and a lot of bounce.
Oh, don't stop it.
Now here's Morant. Six on the shot clock. Offline with his 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Picked away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And it's sent back by Russell. And they'll keep possession. Morant kicks to Bain. Back to Morant. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started doing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Russell passes to Towns. Back to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. Morant outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Oh, man, that's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Russell passes to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Towns. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Morant. With the drive, it's good.
They're going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
There's the steal. Right block shot. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside Edwards. McDaniels finds Edwards. And here's Russell. Back to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Bain. McDaniels defending.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Out to Edwards. Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morant. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Towns. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Just 4 to shoot. And it's in there. Bain's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys. One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. And slammed tough by Gobert.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing's over.
And here's Morant. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Edwards against Bain. He feeds it to Jackson. The 3 from Morant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable. Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Morant against Russell. Morant kicks to Jackson. Right side Bain to the paint. Here's Morant. And they'll get another chance. Jackson finds Morant. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Here's Gobert. He goes up again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the 2 defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those 2 boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the 2 defenders on the elbow. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
To the left side wing. Here's McDaniels, stolen by Brooks. Left side, Bain. And Memphis turns it over again.
Classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Russell feeling it out a bit. Fires the 3. His shot is good, making it a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable. And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4 years ago.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain. Clark is checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for Morant. Russell finds McDaniel. Oh, here's Edwards. Shoots the three. And another three for Minnesota. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And a wide open look for Payne. And again, Memphis no good. And here are the Timberwolves. Right now, they're 9-0 run. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. And now a 4-point Timberwolves lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Bain. Pass to Brooks from downtown. Edwards against Bain. Just 5 to shoot. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Outside, Towns takes a three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Jones dishes to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. Pass to Cook. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
A three from Anderson. No good that time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in its shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Conchar. Pocket 6. Back to Jones. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota has possession. A 2-point game. Noel passes to McLaughlin. There's the pass to Noel. And a miss there on the triple. The Grizzlies shooting the ball at 42%. Stolen by Anderson. Prince outside. Timberwolves passing it around. Down low. The kick out to Anderson. Lets it go with the three. Here's McLaughlin. And the rejection by Jackson. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Anderson outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. The shot from the low post is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Jones for 3. The rebound by Anderson.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Prince, the pass to Noel. Anderson outside, passes it to Noel. The kick out to Anderson. Clock at 4. This one for 3. Anderson can't get that one to fall. Anderson's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Jones, the pass to Concho. Back to Jones. Anderson with the block. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Concho, and the layup is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Anderson outside. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anderson's got 5.
Proving once again he is one of the best shooters in the league.
Jones, the pass to Concho. Fires the 3. Jones drives in. Tries again. Jackson. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Anderson outside. It's Prince on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Anderson's shot is off.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. Pass to Noel. Double clutches. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Adams, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. He doesn't get the second one.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And it's Williams throwing it down. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Here's Noel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. It's stolen by Jones. It's tipped. Stolen by Anderson. And there's the drive. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
The pass to Concho. Shot clock at 6. Good work there as it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Prince outside. Pass to Reed. Here's the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. He got it up. That shot missing. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The Timberwolves 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2 on the court for Memphis to start the 4th. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots is Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. Morant against Russell. And stolen by Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
So shifty with the ball in his hands. Russell changes pace with the best of them.
Morant scanning the floor. Looking to get back on track here. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Jaden McDaniels. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Timberwolves lead by 4. Outside Edwards. Outside Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
It's Morant with the drop, and he can't jam it through. The Timberwolves have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Morant kicks to Bain. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Russell passes to Towns. Edwards looking it over. Timberwolves passing it around. Russell dishes to Towns. 6 to shoot. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Some solid defense there from Jackson. It's Morant with the drop. And that one is good.
A great score. Morant showing his abilities on that shot.
That's good from Morant. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Outside Edwards. Russell high post. Lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And maybe not the most explosive athlete, but Russell has the ability to change pace and knows when to be aggressive.
Morant kicks to Bain. To tie it up. Hands it from downtown. Bain's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
Ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy lives for these moments.
Edwards with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Edwards against Bain. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. 1:51 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Adams. Adams drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Shot clock at 3 to take the lead. And Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. For 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Morant passes to Jackson. Now Morant. Bain with the screen on top. They get it again. Bain, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. Outside, Edwards. This is it to go there. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 32 seconds left in the game. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside for Jackson. Back to Morant. Towns with the steal.
stealing a ball in the NBA, it takes more than quickness. It takes smarts. Run it.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Bain passes to Morant. It's up.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And let's be honest, rebounding is what he wants. And he is playing with 110% effort.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team.
While doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Timeout call the Grizzlies. They're down by 3. 1 second left in the fourth. Payne for 3. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go but force overtime. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. That was a...
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the one.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Leonard finds Wall. Kicks it to George. For three. Brooks with the rebound. Here's Morant. Outside Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Adams. And the layup is good off the glass.
Steven Adams, a workhorse down low like that. Once he's got position, he'll want the ball.
Wall, the pass to George. First quarter, just over a minute played. Wall against Moran. Back to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Moran, he's open. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Wall against Morant. And he drops it in from the low post.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Hits the three-pointer.
The defense has got to try to hassle Kawhi Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. That'll belong to John Wall. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. And Kawhi rising up and bringing that one down.
Brooks outside. Doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Wall against Morant. Wall gets the bucket. It's all knotted up.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
And here's Morant. Pass to Bain. Fires the three. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. It's George on the drive. And they take the lead.
Paul George just quick and smooth that time coming down the lane.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Outside Morant. Driving to the basket. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
George's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Jackson.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the lay-in. George has got 6.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
It's all tied in Los Angeles. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in it to 5.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
So it's the Grizzlies now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Wall. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
The kick out to Wall. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Morant against Wall. The 3 from Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant. Bane's got 6 in the quarter.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Pass to Wall. Back to George. Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. Can't hit that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Morant. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Bane against George. And again, another missed shot.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
The Clippers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Memphis. It's a 6-point game. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Bane. To the paint. Jackson against Morris. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. Off the left rim and out.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shot.
Morris passes to George. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. George has got 8 points. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Outside Bane. On the wing, Brooks. From deep. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And And so here are the Clippers. They trail by 7. George for 3, and good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. Wall against Jones. Shoots over Wall. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Blocked! Pass to George. And the jam by George.
I always talk about the first 2 steps in transition and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Jackson outside. Back to Jones from behind the arc. On target from range. Jones has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Adding to his game over time with Jackson.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
John Contact, 2 shots.
Both good from the line that time.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Covington against Williams. Out to Powell. Pass to Batum. It's Powell on the wing. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Green. 3-pointer. Second shot opportunity. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers trail. Covington passes to Batum. And a foul called on Nick Batum. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Memphis has gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Outside, Green. This one for 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
On the break. Williams passes to Green. That shot, no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And it's Powell off the drive. Misses from close range. For Memphis, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Green, the pass to Williams. Back to Green. Here's Conchar. The 3-ball. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers. Jackson outside. Pass to Batum. Powell outside. Knocks down the long J. Powell's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Jones. From deep 3-point range. Left side, Green. And the foul called on Nick Batum. That's foul number 2 for him. touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got 5 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Pass to Jackson. It's Covington on the wing. And stolen by Clark.
2 minutes remaining.
Jones in the post. Defended by Jackson. Here's Conchar. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. And it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Here's Batum. Off target from outside. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Jones. Stolen by Jackson. Covington passes to Batum. 17-foot shot on the way. Grizzlies with the rebound. 1:16 left in the third. Let's go with a three. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Pass to Powell. Outside Covington. Jackson with it. Now here's Batum. The three is up. And again, no good by the Clippers.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Jones up top. Back to Conchar. Williams from long range. The rebound by Jackson. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Pass to Batum. Covington inside. Working on Williams.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First 2.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. And the shot goes down.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Memphis leading. Pass to Conchar. Three-pointer. Here's Clark. Up and in on the layup.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound.
And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies out in front, up by 8. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Timeout called. Memphis.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
Thank you for that, Allie. On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. Bain, no good. Los Angeles shooting about 43% on this one. The kick out to Wall. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Morant. Takes the three. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris on the wing. Pounded by Morant. Morris passes to Wall. Lets the three fly. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight. Morant with it. Outside Bain. From deep. And they'll get another chance. Second chance effort. Banked it in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
George passes to Leonard. Back to George. And George with the jam.
Love to see PG getting into that zone, committed to find the points.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. And here's Morant outside. Paul George pulls it in. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
But things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Zubac passes to Morris. And it's good for two. And now just a three-point Grizzly lead.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Outside Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball, the pass to Leonard. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Outside Morant. Launches a three. Morant missing again.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Go ahead and lead him, Paul George. Stepping up a huge shot at this moment in the game.
Here's Morant. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. Ball, the pass to Leonard. And it's John Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Zubac.
Well, you want 3 reasons why Steven Adams is effective. Let me give them to you. Size, length, and athleticism.
A minute 9 left to play in the fourth quarter. George with it. Checked by Brooks. Tries again. Shot by Leonard. No good.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Up top, Morant. Wall covering. George against Bain. Up top, Morant. Back to Bain. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Leonard.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options.
Huge moment here.
You have to stay calm in these situations.
Here's George. And the jam by George.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Outside Morant. Outside Bain to end the run. Morant with it. Guarded now by George. From deep, Bain. No good from three-point range. George outside. Money.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
Outside Bain. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to fall. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. This one was in the... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Saturday afternoon presentation of NBA basketball, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the guard position.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Outside, Russell. Leonard with the steal. All with it. He's picked up by Russell. Wall passes to Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
This is what John Wall is built to do. Attack the defense, create for himself and others.
Left side, Edwards. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Hello. That's what I call a move. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
And here's Edwards. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Towns kicks to Russell. Back to Towns. On deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Leonard the pass to Morris. George looking over the floor. The kick out to Wall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot for Morris. Hits the three-point bomb.
And dangerous in that catch and shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Russell left side. Right wing. Outside Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Out to Russell. Three-pointer. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid in by Edwards. Edwards got 8 points.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Here's Leonard. It's hauled in by Edwards. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Outside, Towns. There's the dish to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. Feeds to Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And the shot goes in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's George. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Drives to the hoop. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Kawhi Leonard. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Shot to stop the run. 2 points. That one goes. 6 points for him.
Really strong right there. George able to take the contact and muscle it up and in.
Passes it to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. Morris against Towns. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's George. Again, the Clippers.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands. And most times, it's pretty good.
Back to Edwards. And it's Russell in the corner. Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he got a lot to work with.
Anthony Edwards. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Out to Russell. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And the rejection by Leonard. The shot, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Outside Edwards. Out to the wing. McDaniels in the post. Working on Zubac. Russell no luck. Clippers trail by 4. Leonard attacking. Pass to George for the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. George has got 11 points.
With a few 40% seasons from deep, George has become one of the top three-point shooters in the game.
Russell passes to Towns. Right side, Edwards. Back to Towns. Edwards dishes to Towns. Excellent D there from George.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
For Minnesota, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Russell. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
How about that? Wall's been in the league over a decade, and he still got that impressive vertical. Love watching him rise up and throw it down.
Edwards looking it over. And there's the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Excellent D there from George.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Zubac kicks to Leonard.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
On the wing, Morris. Edwards defending. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards.
First personal.
That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. A shot that time, not on target. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. George passes to Morris. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Out to Morris. Towns with the steal. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. It's Russell with the drive. Here's Gobert. Out to Edwards. Towns, the pass to Edwards. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. Six on the shot clock. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Ball with the steal. Pass to Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
54 seconds left now here in the second. Edwards inside, defended by George.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
The Timberwolves shot just 1 free throw early, 1 for 1 in the game. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Towns dishes to McDaniels. Fires for 3. Wall grabs the board. Russell against George. And stolen by Russell. Here's McDaniels. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Thanks, David. And we'll be back.
23.
Second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. The guard and off filled by Jackson and Powell. Albert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half to Tyronn Lue. He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. Passes to Noel. Takes the 3. Batum grabs the miss. And stolen by Prince. An even 3-on-3 break. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Covington. Jackson up top. Here's man. Kicks it to Powell. Shot clock at 6. Jackson passes to Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Prince misses. Clippers leading by 4. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
The shot's good.
He's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Powell, the pass to man. And he jams it with authority.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as he's got to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
LA foul. Nicholas Batum. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. Kicks it out to Prince. Pass to Noel. And they get it. And with the rebound, the Clippers in the lead. Powell with it, guarded now by Prince. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Stolen by Anderson.
Foul.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him, I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does, it actually can hurt you.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they save the layup.
Old school D right there. Just tell them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Clippers leading by 6. On the wing, Batum. Outside, Covington. Back to Batum. Reed with the block. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Prince outside. Here's McLaughlin. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Banked in off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Batum passes to man. Back to Batum. Reed with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's Batum. 5 on the clock. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That is his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Batum, good. Batum's got 6.
Oh, and for his size, Nick Batum has really good ball handling skills.
Anderson finds Reed. The kick out to Anderson. Kept alive, Minnesota. Here's Noel. That one goes. Count it. Noel's got his first points of the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And the pass to man in the corner. Powell with it. Pass to man. Fires the 3. No good that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Reed with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Passes it to McLaughlin. Here's Reed. Here's Noel. And the officials call a traveling violation. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Pass to Noel. Here's Anderson. Tries again, and the layup is up and in.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
Now here's Powell. To the inside. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. To the wing on the left. Here's Noel. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've got. In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Served him up. Tasty room service right there, boy.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1.
You know, this is exactly why they give the ball to Towns down there. I mean, his combination of size, agility, and shot repertoire makes him hard to deal with.
Gobert with the block. Edwards against Wall. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
And George kicks the Wall. Back to George. Like at 6. Out to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. On the wing, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Timberwolves trail. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Out to Russell. George against Edwards. Into the lane. Back to Russell. 4 on the shot clock. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Clipper shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Wall passes to Morris. Outside, George. He kicks it to Leonard. Wants to get it to Morris and does. George dishes to Morris. And the rejection by Towns to take the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And George with the stop.
Look at how high George gets off these drives to the hoop. Banging it down with the violence of a madman.
Towns a screen on George. And Edwards launches it from deep. Minnesota gets it back. And a new shot clock of 14 seconds. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Another shot. Edwards drives in. And the layup is good.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Outside, George. He scores a 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Hey, when you got a player like George, in these moments, you turn to him. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Edwards against George. The pass to Gobert. He's over Zubats. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And everyone is counting on him. Gobert needs to be at his best here. It's all about execution.
That's off his run, so he misses both. Clippers leading by 4. To the middle, here's George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
George against Russell. Here's Morris. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside, Towns. 1:12 left in the 4th quarter. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's wrong.
The previous play is
the wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Towns.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking his shot.
And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota to the right side. Here's Edwards. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Russell finds Towns. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Big bucket for him there. Towns happy to put the team on his broad back when he's needed most.
Wall dishes to George. Zubats with the screen for George. Pass to Zubats. Gobert with the block.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And here's Edwards. work from the arc. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. George with the ball. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
Expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. On the backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
And then Morant with the dunk. Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Edwards. After the basket by Memphis. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. Over Morant. The shot by Russell, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Now here's Brooks. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to Russell. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Morant clears the board.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Bain with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Bain, the pass to Adams. Back to Bain. Down low. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bain. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Russell finds McDaniels. It's McDaniels on the wing. There's the 3. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Edwards. Towns, a screen on Bain. Outside Russell. Back to Gobert. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Boy, this guy is such a defensive stalwart. Steven Adams, size and timing. Send it back, Steven.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Now here's Edwards. Russell pass to Towns. And he makes it.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Jackson outside. Inside. And there's a 3-second violation. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. McDaniels passes to Russell. Back to Daniels. Now Russell. Outside McDaniels. Puts up a 3. No good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Brooks the pass to Moran. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's McDaniels. Back to Towns. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Bain. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Towns on a screen. McDaniels from long range. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Pass to Bain. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Drives to the hoop. Outside for Moran. 5 on the clock. Here's Adams. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. And that concludes the first quarter play. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the... Whoa!
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Bain, the pass to Moran. He takes it in. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
The quick feed of Moran. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Edwards with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's McDaniels. That one a little long. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Adams with the ball. Picked his pocket. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. And he drives in. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And here are the Grizzlies now. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Bain finds Moran. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Outside for Russell. From outside the arc. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive. No question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
McDaniels from long range. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
Brooks from outside sends it home from three-point land.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Stolen by Jackson. Moran against Russell. Pass to Brooks. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Outside Edwards. Nifty move. Oh, Adams with the block. They get it back, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Conchar, he's checked in for Desmond Bane, and it's Jones in for Morant. Here's Gobert. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 now. Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Edwards. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Memphis. They're on an 11-3 run. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Down low. Here's Adams. The shot misses. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Jones. For 3. And another miss by Memphis. And a pretty tightly contested game. All right, good stuff, Alex. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Green. Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Tyus Jones, and it's Conchar in a 2-guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's a 1-point game. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Reed. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Prince down low. Green covering. 5 to shoot. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Three on the clock. Here's Reed. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Memphis shooting about 41%. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Here's Prince. That one is off. Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Clark finds Jones. Stolen by Anderson. Jones against Reed. Anderson inside. Back to Reed. Stolen by Jones. Pass to Conchar. Reed against Jones. Fires the three. And another miss by Memphis. Minnesota in the lead. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
Here's Conchar. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good.
What a burst out of that first step. Straight to the hole.
Pass to Noel. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. To the inside. Here's Anderson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jones. The offensive rebound. Outside for Green. Clark in the post. Anderson's there. Here's Conchar. Clock at 4. Goes back up. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Anderson drives. Here's McLaughlin. Off the mark there with a 3. Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. On the wing, Conchar. For the lead. McLaughlin with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Pass to Noel. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that foul on Danny Green.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
To the middle. Stolen by Reed. Here's Prince. Second chance shot. Here's McLaughlin. Green covering. Here's Noel. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Bain, he's checked in for Memphis. The open shot, Morant. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Morant's got 13 now.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Noel drives in. Here's McLaughlin. That 3's off the mark. Now here's Morant. He gets it off. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket. He knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And a look now at the 5 for the Timber. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is
There's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Adams checked in for Tillman. Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Green. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Moran. And Gobert with a block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
They get the rebound. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Moran against Russell. Moran pass to Brooks. Outside Payne. Out left to the wing. Payne with a screen on McDaniels. Back to Payne. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
McDaniels finds Russell. Outside McDaniels. Back to Russell. He shoots. Misses off the left iron.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Payne pass to Moran. Inside. Here's Adams. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. No good there. And it's Memphis the other way. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. McDaniels, a screen on Jackson. Towns passes to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Now Moran, outside Payne. And a great assist by Moran as Allen goes. Moran's got 3 assists tonight.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
McDaniels passes to Russell. On the take, here's Gobert. Drops in the layup for 2.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. To the inside. Stolen by Bain. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Morant with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Bain. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Russell to pass to Towns. Sinks the tray. And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Back to Morant. Takes the 3. Not falling for him there. 7 for 15 now. Minnesota's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Bain against Edwards. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morant against Russell. Adams a pass to Jackson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Russell from outside. No good on the shot. And so it's Minnesota with the W. And they barely squeezed out the...
Number 12.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What do you appreciate about this matchup? The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. And it's Memphis on the break. And a wide open look for Payne. Good. Nice assist from Morant.
Quick decision-making of Desmond Bain, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Takes it out to Leonard. Morris outside, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now the pass to Leonard. George, that's a two-pointer. Brooks grabs the board.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, Smith. He plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
There's Wall, following the basket by John Morant. Leonard, the pass to Wall. Morris dishes to Leonard. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. And here's George for 3. Sinks the triple.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. It's stolen by Morris. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. Leonard with no one around. That ball, nice feed that time from George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bain. 6 to shoot. Pass to Morant. Lets it go. Nails the baby hook. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Morris kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. Back to Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants. We saw glimpses of John Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both John and Memphis took it to another level.
Morant with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Wall finds George. There's 1:17 left here in the opening quarter. The kick out to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And they take the lead.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Morant with a wide open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And George kicks to Wall. Left side, Leonard. Outside, George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Defense throws everything at George, but he persists and finds a shot.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. The shot will not fall. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morant against Wall. With the shot. Jackson, a screen on George. Up again. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. That quarter.
Please give a big round of applause.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Wall finds George. Leonard trying to break free. Morant outside. Over Morris. Here's Brooks. Adams in the corner. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Out to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. That 3 off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Out to Morris. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Payton for 3. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Payne's got the first basket of the second quarter for Memphis. Outside, George. Here he goes.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Morant with it. 12 points for him. Outside, Bain. The 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's Morant. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Morant's got 14.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Here's George, and Adams sends it back. They get it back. Goes back up. The shot by George, no good.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Payne for 3. Good, and a nice assist for Morant. Morant got 3 assists in the game.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Here's George, and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Left side, Bane. Outside Jackson. Back to Bane. Adams with the screen on George. Here's Bane. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Right side Jackson. Paul George grabs the miss. Clippers trail by 7.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3. With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Pass to Morant. Brooks setting the pick for Morant. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Morant. And the shot goes down. And it's a 10-point Grizzly lead.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Morant against Wall. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. Morris passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Morant with the screen on George. Bane inside the three-point line. He can't get it to go. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to it. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action.
The Clippers 20.
For those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the small forward. The shot by Powell, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. It's Jones on the way. Here's Green, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Green's got the first points of the second half here for the Grizzlies. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Jones, no luck. Clippers trail by 8. Here's man, and the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's the pass to Tillman. In by Jones. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 9.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
The drive by Jackson. Takes it out to Covington. Now the feed to Batum. Lets it go from the wing. Good on the bucket.
Want to stay in the NBA for a long time? Watch Nicholas Batum. He knows how to get points.
Jones against Jackson. Jones dishes to Green. Jones the pass to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Conchar's got his first points of the night. Clippers trail by 9. Jackson with it. Now Green defending. Kicks it to Powell. From the arc. Green with the rebound. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Cuts off the pass. Pass to Conchar. A 3-ball. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clark the pass to Conchar. Picked by Clark. And again, it's Memphis with the 3. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memory. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
Green dishes to Jones. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now, and a missed layup. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David. That's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes to Conchar. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Powell, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
There's a good screen. Jones for 3. Here's Conchar. Guarded by Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket is good. Conchar's got 10 points in just the second half.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
And here is Powell. Back to Jackson. From deep. The shot misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Grizzlies with... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. As we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Green. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jones in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now Jones. Pass to Conchar. Over to the wing. It's over Powell. Jones drives in. And it's Clark in the corner. His first shot coming late. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Clippers on defense. It's a 13-point game. Here's Morant. Rebounded by Jackson. LA's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. The shot comes out. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Morant passes to Jackson. And he goes big with the dunk right over Covington.
The young fella usually goes about his business. But on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
And the Clippers call time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, who talked to the team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thanks, David. Payton for three. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
From deep, George. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. And he's finally able to knock one down. 10 points for George.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Morant gaining the floor. Morris with the rebound. Clippers trail by 16. Wall dishes to George. Morris outside. Back to George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant kicks to Adams. Back to Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. Crafty move. Wall. And he hits the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And he makes that one.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. It's Brooks on the wing. 5 to shoot. Launches it. And again, Memphis no good. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
And it's Morant missing.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Out to Morris. In the corner, George with it. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
Morant with it. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Can they get it? Outside for Jackson. Shoots it. And another miss by Memphis.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
There's Morant. And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks